I have an older brother, Greg, who has made weaponized incompetence into a full-blown lifestyle. He's not dumb, but he's the kind of guy who pretends not to know how to do basic adult things until someone does them for him. Classic example. One Christmas, a week after our mom's foot surgery, he sat on the couch whining that he couldn't find the plates in the same kitchen he grew up in, just so Mom would hobble over and make him a plate. Then they both looked at me like I was a bad daughter for not jumping up to do it instead. Meanwhile, I was the one who cooked half the meal and did most of the cleanup. Anyway, when Greg was about 30, he inherited some money from our grandfather and used it to buy a 5-bedroom house that's worth a small fortune now. A few years later, he met Laura. Smart, kind, super responsible. She had a teenage daughter and made it clear she couldn't have more kids due to medical complications. Greg told her that was fine, but then used it as emotional leverage for the next decade, saying he just needed time to process the loss of fatherhood before proposing. Spoiler, he never did. When Laura moved in, Greg demanded she pay half the bills and part of the mortgage since her daughter would be living there too. She agreed because her old landlord was hiking her rent and her sister was sick. I stayed out of it. It wasn't my relationship. Fast forward 12 years. Greg cheats, Laura leaves, then comes back, apparently deciding the financial stability was worth the emotional nonsense. 2 years ago, Greg needed repairs done and couldn't be bothered to find contractors, so Laura offered to handle it. He just signed whatever she gave him, without reading. Turns out, she'd had him sign paperwork giving her 45% ownership of the house. Now she's gone for good and demanding her cut. Greg's panicking, claiming he was tricked, and he and Mom are pressuring me to loan him money for a lawyer. I said, absolutely not. He's a grown man who spent his life dodging responsibility. Why should I pay for his stupidity now? Mom says I'm being cold and unsisterly, but honestly, I think this is karma with paperwork. Am I the a-hole?